The suburb died first. Then the forest came back. And now, in the clearing where a cul-de-sac used to be, they've built a stage for a funeral. The coin is a Yugoslav dinar. Maren's grandmother pressed it into her palm in 1999, the year the country finished dying. "Keep it," she said, "so you remember what disappearing feels like." Maren Jović speaks 7 languages. She used to translate contracts, treaties, the polite lies nations tell each other before they stop being polite. Now she translates nothing. The machines do it faster, and they never argue with the client. The officiant calls himself Aldrich. He designed the ceremony. He designed the freezone's cultural calendar. He designed, Maren suspects, himself. Every gesture calibrated to look unrehearsed. They're burying money tonight. Not metaphorically. Aldrich had people bring their last bills, their last coins. He sealed them in resin. He called it the amber of a dead age. The crowd wept on cue. Henry Ford paid his workers enough to buy his cars. Robots don't buy anything. That was the math that killed the old economy. The Ford moment, they call it. Maren doesn't dispute the math. She disputes the celebration. My grandmother lost her country, then her currency, then her language, because nobody needed a translator between nations that no longer existed. Maren's voice doesn't shake. That's what scares them. You're not burying money. You're burying the last proof that ordinary people ever had power to say no. Nobody answers her. The silence is the kind that happens when someone says the thing everyone was thinking and no one wanted to hear. Aldrich doesn't raise his voice. He never does. He leans toward his people and says something Maren can't hear. She's translated enough whispered orders to know what a directive looks like. Maren found the marks last month, scratched into birch trees around Aldrich's compound. One for every person who questioned his cultural program and quietly lost their trust ledger standing. 37 marks. 37 people who stopped being heard. She walks. She doesn't run. Running is what they want. It makes you look afraid, and afraid is easy to dismiss. Behind her, footsteps match her pace. Not hiding, letting her know. Her grandmother's coin outlived Yugoslavia. It outlived the Deutschmark. It outlived the dollar. It is the last thing Maren owns that proves a world existed before this one. They built a world where no one starves, where no one begs, where the old wheel of work and earn finally stopped turning. Maren knows this. She helped translate the founding documents into 6 languages, but she also knows what Aldrich is building. Not a community, a congregation. And congregations don't bury the dead. They worship them, on terms the priest controls. Maren has 37 names scratched into her memory. Tomorrow she starts translating them into something Aldrich can't bury. The math behind this world runs 112 articles deep. Start at unscarcity.ai.